Did you miss me? Thank you so much for anybody who has been watching me for a while or anybody who is new. My name is Jonquel Pickney. I am of Jonquel Art, and welcome to Hot Mess Artist Vlog. I don't know. When I started this page, I really tried to do the thing where, everything was like perfect. Everything was perfect. Cleaned the studio up for the day, tried to make sure that everything was in line, would have my makeup done every time, would have a cute outfit on every time, and that's just not how my life works all the time. So sometimes you're gonna come on here and I'm gonna be in full-blown character and everything is just gonna be right, and then go times I'm gonna be like, y'all, I'm a hot mess. And today is one of those days where I am just like facing my fear and just coming to y'all as is, because I can't let another day go by where I do not post on here. I can't just miss this opportunity. So why am I a hot mess? Good question. Basically I am in full creative mode. If you don't know, I'm getting ready to launch my new website with brand new products, and I am absolutely freaking the F out about it. I'm scared. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm scared. Have I done products before? Yes. But it was only like, okay, I designed my own makeup bag collection at one point. And I maybe ordered 10 or 20, 10, 5 or 10 of a certain design when that design sold out successful. But this next venture that I'm entering is not only a world that I did not know, but it's the world where when you order things from overseas and you get some customization, you have to order like a huge bulk. And so not only is it a huge investment in your money, it's a lot of things you now have to sell. And then the way that I ordered, I had to do so much research and talking to people who are in a different time zone with me. And it was like there was so many things I had to overcome just to get to this point where I can freak out. So bear with me, but I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I am introducing. So First, let me show you my newest product. Let me get the plastic off. So, these are my new metal trays. Yeah, drum roll. Well, the drum roll's too late. But these are my new metal trays. They feature a girl I created in 2020 called the Quarantine Bae. She's Quarantine Bae 3. She's part of a series called Quarantine Bae. I'm probably not going to edit this a lot, so you're going to be seeing a lot of on-camera bloopers today. Like I said, I titled this Welcome to Hot Mess Artist Vlog. So it is what it is. So yes, she is part of the Quarantine Bae series. Now, if you're not familiar with my Quarantine Bae series, it was a series that I started in 2020 as a way of coping with being in quarantine. 2020 was a weird year for everybody. For me, it was exceptionally weird because I had just left the illustrious world of New York City to move back to my small hometown in Louisiana called Marrero. And it was not an easy move. I moved for several reasons, but the main reason was because I was getting a divorce. And so I'm coming home with all of these raw emotions. People are like, don't let that person punk you out of living in New York. But I was like, well, I can't afford New York by myself, so let me move home. So I moved home, and not even 2 months after moving home, COVID hit. So some things are a blessing in disguise, because if I would have been trapped in quarantine with that person or just by myself trying to survive, because my job caved, I would have been just lost. So some God works in mysterious ways. He really brought me home at the right time. So I cannot be mad at that, even though I definitely miss New York. Probably not gonna move back because I don't like the snow, but I do miss it. So anyway, I'm at home. I'm trying to heal and process the fact that I am now trapped inside. I can't even go live the whole life. I am now trapped indoors. I don't even know why I said that. I'm being too real. But like, seriously, I am now trapped indoors, trapped in my feelings. And those feelings are going over and over and over and over again. So I decide that I am going to draw. And that is, I know that's not like, yeah, duh, you're an artist. No, because I was in such a depression because of my relationship going down the pits that I barely drew all of 2019. And when I say barely, I mean I may have drawn 3 things. And then when I moved down here, I didn't draw again. So it was really, really just a scary time for me. But one day I was sitting there, excuse me, cut this fan off. One day I was, sitting and I was like, I just want to draw. I don't care about body proportions. I don't care about subject matter. I just want to draw. And so I drew a self-portrait. I drew a self-portrait of myself, and I'll put it up in the video, of myself as a cartoon character laying down, surrounded by all the things that I love and all the things that were getting me through my quarantine. And I called her Quarantine Bae. She was really cute. She was in all pink, which is my favorite color and my brand colors. And I posted it on Instagram without thinking about it, because sometimes I get halted from posting things on Instagram because I wonder, oh, is this good enough to go viral? And then I won't post it. Like I want all of my images to make like a certain amount. But I was like, duh, Jonquel, you haven't been posting it forever. I had already lost almost 500 followers by not posting at all. And I was not growing. I think I was no more than 16K. And I had been 16K on Instagram for going on 3 years. Well, 2 or 3 years I was at 16K. So I had pretty much given up on that platform altogether. But I decided to just go ahead and post. Just let people know that I'm still alive. And when I posted that picture, people were so amazed. They were like, oh my God, this is so cute. And one of my friends, who's no longer here, God rest his soul, was so encouraging to me. He was like, man, if that's 1 in the series, I can't wait to see 2. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was only going to post 1. He was like, nah, you going to post 2. So then I did Quarantine Bae number 2, because I was hearing all these stories about people who were still trying to find love during the quarantine. And so this girl was in her lingerie, or trying to find love, or were trying to still connect to the people that they love, but they couldn't because we weren't supposed to leave our house. So I painted this beautiful girl in lingerie. I believe the hues I used were like purple for her. I tried to keep the simple color schemes to not overwhelm myself. So her hues were purple. She was very, very soft, very, very feminine. She had like little naughty toys surrounding her. She's FaceTiming the person that she loves because she can't get near them. And she was just super, super sexy. And people love that one. And so, okay, what am I going to do for 3? So 3, I knew I wanted to do a girl with like high vibrational, natural hair vibes, like really earthy tones, almost giving you like Erykah Badu. Quarantine Bae number 3. I titled this one In My Piece, and I wanted her to just be a vibe. She's not. Y'all heard that? There's a ghost in my room. Anyway. So, I wanted her to be like a vibe. Like, how are people really getting through this quarantine without losing their mind? So she's chilling in her room with her sage lit, cleansing the air. In my mind, she's listening to like neo soul music, or maybe even just meditational sounds and mantras to just get herself through. She's smoking a little bit of the devil's lettuce, as you would. And I call this in her piece because she ain't worrying about nobody. She's just trying to keep herself calm. She's using this time during quarantine to center herself. When I posted her on my IG, people just went crazy. So many people were DMing me like, man, that's me. That's me. That's how I'm getting through this quarantine. So she ended up becoming my most popular piece. And because she was my most popular piece, what I'm about to tell you next broke me. So I create all of my artwork in Procreate, all of it. And it was my first time using Procreate. So I was actually teaching myself how to work in Procreate while I was creating these characters. She was literally like one of the first 5 things I drew in Procreate. Literally. And Procreate, at the time, I wasn't used to doing artwork in my iPad. I really didn't know how to back my artwork up. I didn't know how to back my artwork up, and I didn't really understand how to work with something from an app versus Photoshop. Like Photoshop, when you're drawing there, Photoshop has a thing where you can it'll auto save. So even if the program crashes, new versions of Photoshop will auto save your work so you lose nothing. Okay, so you can already kind of get a glimpse of what happened to this work. So I have her, she's in my iPad, she's in Procreate, and every now and then I try to do like doodles to just try to learn how to use Procreate better. And it was kind of filling up my thing, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to delete the doodles just so I can clear up some space on my iPad. And if you have Procreate, it is so easy to tap the wrong thing. Well, you guys, I was doing a mass delete and I didn't realize that I had selected her file. I deleted her. I deleted her. Her file, her layers, her video of me creating her. Well, I did have one copy of it, but I deleted this. So when you delete the files of an artwork, you can't go back and change it. You can't really use it for anything. It's just gone. When I tell y'all that I cried like I had lost a child. Or maybe I would say like I had lost a puppy. I won't compare it to a human child. But I cried, and my mom had to rock me back and forth at 3 o'clock in the morning like a baby, because that's when I realized that I had lost her. And she just rocked me back and forth and back and forth. I was inconsolable for hours. I just was like, I am the worst. I am horrible. I still tear up when I think about the fact that I deleted this file. So if I deleted the file, how did I end up with the image to use? Well, because people loved her and the other quarantine baes so much, I emailed myself high resolution JPEG files, basically high resolution photos of them. And I emailed them to my main computer just so I can upload them and have like a backup. And when I tell you that was my saving grace, because everything I create is in 300 DPI, meaning that it's high quality. So I can do a high quality print of it, because I was going to do prints of it at one point. And that was the saving grace for me to be able to use that piece to create this product. And not only that, I also licensed her to iCanvas. I'll leave the link down below. So if you want to get this particular image on a large canvas print, you can. And because I had this image saved, I was still able to recreate products with her. It wasn't easy though, because in order to get this made, the dimensions that her photo was in did not match this. This is elongated compared to her photos. So I had to reverse engineer her. I basically had to go in, select her from her background through Photoshop, pop her off, redraw her entire background, and then put her back in place. It was surgery. And I was crying tears the whole time because it was something I wouldn't have had to do had I kept her file. I'm very dramatic, I understand. But if you're an artist, you know the pain that I felt But it worked out. And now I have this amazing metal tray to show for it. So I'm really happy with this product, you guys. I'm like really, really happy. So they were like, okay, Jonquel, now you got the artwork back. How did you actually go about getting her on the tray? Oh, that was a pain. Because once I decided I wanted to do this, of course, I had to find a manufacturer. So to Alibaba, I go. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to Alibaba, but it is the jungle. It's the jungle. There's no other way to describe Alibaba. Alibaba is a website where you can find tons of international manufacturers who do large-scale orders. But if you do not know what you're doing, you could end up paying a lot of money, being scammed, having your artwork stolen. You know, it can be a lot. Finding a good manufacturer is not easy. So how did I find one? Research. Hours and hours and hours of research. I know people be wanting to look for the easy way out, or they just want a shortcut to happiness. There is no shortcut. There isn't a shortcut. Like hours and hours on Google and YouTube, and TikTok and Instagram, trying to find people who have like good manufacturers and everything. So here's the issue when it came to this particular product. I could not find any other independent artists who had their artwork on metal trays like this. Couldn't find them. So I never really had anybody to go ask, okay, where'd you get this done? So what I did is that I went to YouTube, I went to Skillshare, I went to all of these different sites where people were giving information about Alibaba, and I just watched their videos over and over and over again and took notes. TikTok is another good place. People give good stuff on TikTok as well. And basically when you're looking at Alibaba, the one things you want to do is you want to make sure that the person has trade insurance, how long they've been doing this, and are they verified? Those are like the three things you want to look for. And also you want to check and see what are the minimum order requirements. I'll let you, spoiler alert, for rolling trays like this, which is what this is typically called, a rolling tray. The minimum order requirement on Alibaba is 500. 500. And to order these in bulk, you are going to pay over $1,000. You're going to pay over $1,000. Well over $1,000, but that's not the kicker. Where they get you is the international shipping. The international shipping. It costs almost as much as the product to ship from whatever country you're getting from to here. Yeah, it costs a lot. It costs a lot. So, but there are many options. So what I would say is just keep looking. Google Shopping is your best friend. Type in whatever product you want to do into Google and go to Google Shopping, and you'll be surprised at what pops up. That is like the best thing, because I can't tell you what vendor to go with, because that really depends on your budget, what you're looking for, and what your minimum order requirement is. But Alibaba and Google are your best friends. Alibaba literally has hundreds. And as long as you look for how many years they were in service, read their reviews, make sure that they're verified and they have trade insurance, then you're going to be just fine. Just look for those things. Okay, so enough about that. So now that I have them, once I got them and they ordered them and they came in, I got over the fear. My next thing was, okay, what do I do with them? So y'all, look at some of my branding. I'm just going to scooch on over here. And I got me some pink boxes. This is not exciting to many of you, but for me, when I got these pink boxes, I was so freaking happy. So happy. So happy. So because they fit the trays perfectly. So I have something that makes it seem like it's a present. It's a gift. It's precious. I'm going to fill it with tissue paper and all that other stuff in there. But I'm so excited for this. Let me just close that back up. Yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys like a quick update on some of the things, and I just put my forehead to the camera. I apologize. That was not very professional of me. But I just wanted to give you guys like a quick view of what it is that I'm working on and why I'm not as active. Like, so many things are happening. I am trying to open Jonquel.com, but me and Shopify are like every time. I don't know why I'm so nervous when it comes to technical things, but I swear I break it every time. I just look at it and I break it. So I'm going to get it together. We are going to launch this website soon. And not only will the trays be available, but we're going to have stickers. We're going to have keychains. We're going to have some bags for you guys. And who knows what other goodies are going to open up along the way. I'm so excited for this new adventure. And I'm going to be real with y'all the whole way through. I'm excited. I'm terrified. I'm not one of those artists that's going to sit here and tell you guys that it's easy peasy, because it's not. It is not. Deciding to open up my own online store and to do it myself and not do an Etsy, which, by the way, I don't do Etsy because I don't really... Etsy it's not your site, it's Etsy. So if you do something they don't like, they can ban you. If a Karen decides to give you a 1-star review and ruin you, it can affect you. I don't like them odds. I like being in control of my own destiny. Yes, it's maybe harder to be on my own, but I like being able to control my own destiny. Nobody's gonna come to me and be like, well, I don't like that you said that, I'm banning your site. Hell no. What? Hell no, not doing it. No, I'm cool on my own. So yeah, I went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. I'm gonna reel it back in. ADHD, guys. Hey, but like I was saying, I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of this shit is not easy. A lot of this shit is, scary. You kind of have to cry and work through it. You gotta do it afraid. That is like my only advice that I can really give at this time. About when you're stepping out on something new, you got to do it afraid. So with that said, I'm going to leave you guys with this quick video. And I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, I just had a moment. I was trying to figure out what I was going to say next. But I hope you enjoyed this. And love you guys to death. See you next time.